Hey everyone, and welcome to Holding the Line with Got Your Six Counseling. I'm Peggy, and this is Brittany. This is a space where we get real about the shit nobody wants to talk about: mental health, life, trauma, healing, and everything in between. Sometimes we get clinical, sometimes we get messy, but it's always honest. Quick reminder, this podcast isn't therapy, and it's not a substitute for professional care. We're not here to provide therapy, diagnose, or treat. If you're struggling with mental health, please reach out to a licensed provider. You don't have to go through it alone. We've got your six. We're just two trauma therapists showing up as humans first, ready to have real, unfiltered conversations about the stuff that matters. We're here to break the stigma, share what we've learned from both sides of the therapy room, and talk about the challenges people face every day, especially in the veteran and first responder communities. Whether it's trauma, burnout, relationships, identity, or just getting through the week, we believe that these conversations matter. They deserve space, and that's what we're holding the line for. So let's dive in.
Today is, I've stopped counting what episode we're on now because I've lost count. 7? Yeah, maybe 7. Today we've got our lovely mother with us, and she's going to be joining us today to talk about therapy buzzwords because it kind of makes our eyes very, very twitchy. So she kind of asked to join us because, you know, all the things. But first we want to
because you guys love it when I get riled up.
Yeah, and it's gonna be a doozy today, bringing up all these. We got lots of ones to cover, but first we wanted to address our last episode. We're not sure what went wrong with that when Christina was editing it, and then when we watched it all the way through to make sure that it was good, it was fine on our end. So we're not sure what happened with that, but we're just out here winging it, trying to figure out how all these things work together. So, but we still got lots of views, and I got a little good feedback. I don't know about you, Peggy, but a lot of my first responder patients and law enforcement were like, we could totally relate to that. And Kendall was very shocked when I was telling her that I was getting good feedback. She was like, I guess I'm relatable. So I loved it. And then
she's definitely one of us.
Yeah, she's kind of a black cat. Yeah, she's totally a black cat. I really enjoyed that one. Like, I watched it again. I watched it edited, and then I watched it again. I was like, this is actually a good one.
So I had a good time editing it.
Yeah, I enjoyed that one. I enjoyed recording it. Not just because she was my sister, but because it was a good one.
Well, just because it was something not just relatable, like it was real, and it was just outside of not our scope, but like hearing like the actual response and what somebody does beyond the therapy wall.
Yes. Yeah, and I think
so seldom get 911 dispatchers too.
I was just going to say that. Yeah, it's such like this unheard from group. Everybody assumes first responders, so there must be cops, EMTs. So, we're talking ambulance drivers. And I think people forget that firefighters are EMTs, a lot of them. And, that's how they make their transition. And dispatchers don't get training. They just get thrown to the wolves, and here they are. And kind of like I make you guys do. So there's that.
Throw a fire hose.
I used the term today, learning ladder. It's not a curve, it's a fucking ladder, and it just goes this way.
That feels nicer, right? And I feel like that's because you've gotten nicer. I tell people, yeah, it's true,
First of all,
Peggy.
First of all, I made somebody cry today, okay?
Sorry, whoever that was, if you're listening. We're not going to name any names, but you've gotten nicer, and people agree. The you I had as a student was scary, like terrifying. The people that the you that people get now is much nicer.
And no, that's because we're viewing her through a different lens now.
I think you're viewing me through a different lens now, because I don't think I've changed. I think I back off you guys as you grow, right? And I don't. And like, to clarify for our listeners at home, because you guys are talking about how I'm scary, like I'm not like mean scary. I mean, I am, but like I'm not like out here trying to hurt people's feelings. Jesus Christ, people are going to be like, I don't want Christina as a therapist. Please, I heard she was scary. I'm not scary, like frightening. I am intimidating because I'm good at what I do, and I require a lot from my clinicians, which is why we have been successful, which is why I have such a fantastic team. And I got a little emotional on our first episode talking about how much I love you guys because you guys are awesome. And it's because I require a lot. because I very deeply believe in the work that we're doing. And I'm not in the business of putting shitty clinicians in front of our veterans and first responders and our civilian trauma survivors and allowing them to fucking wing it, which is what so many clinicians are out there doing right now with one of the buzzwords that we're going to talk about today. It pisses
That's
me off.
fair. That's fair. So we could jump right into that, I guess. And Peggy was very much like, this is why words matter, and so on. So you want to jump into it, Peggy? You want to start us off?
Yes. So the first one we're starting off with is trauma informed.
Blech.
We're trauma informed because we use calming music and soft lighting in our practice.
Because I'm going to give you CBT worksheets. Oh yeah, Reiki. Fuck
We're
that.
trauma-informed clinicians.
Because I read a book on PTSD and I can spell PTSD. So I am trauma informed.
Because I read The Body Keeps the Score. It's still a good book, right?
It's a fantastic book.
Our Lord and Savior Bessel Van der Kolk, okay?
Yes.
Just because you read it doesn't make you trauma informed, right?
No, absolutely not. So
just because you own a binder that says how to treat trauma doesn't make you trauma informed.
How to treat PTSD 101 specifically.
I attended a PESI training, Brittany. I am trauma informed. It was 6 hours. I'm good.
Okay, so what actually makes a practice or person trauma informed?
Lots of work and dedication.
Mm-hmm. And it's not just like a technique though.
No.
It's a framework. And
Yep.
I think people get that very confused in this convoluted state. Like, why are you confusing the two? Like, there's not like, I practice PTSD training or I practice PTSD. No, that's not what you're doing.
Yep. And I think there's also like this misunderstanding, and I know you guys experienced this when you went through your EMDR training. I experienced it when I went through my EMDR training. People showed up to learn EMDR because it's like the gold standard for trauma treatment. Yes, as a practitioner of EMDR, as a patient of EMDR, like hand to God, that shit is fantastic and amazing. My dissertation is on it, for fuck's sake. But what I noticed is that so many people showed up without an understanding of what trauma was and expected it to be, and I'm not diminishing depression. I'm not diminishing OCD or anxiety or any of the diagnoses. They are all potentially very debilitating, right? It is so much more than I'm a pantsless combat veteran living under a bridge drinking out of a paper bag. It is more than I jump at fireworks. It is like pervasive throughout your life, this dysfunction and inability to navigate appropriate situations from the perspective of safety. And I don't think that clinicians understand that. And they just show up and they're like, oh, I'm going to do this in front of somebody's face. And like their trauma is going to go away. And then they freak out because clients are dissociating or they're having abreactions. And so I think you have to have a solid baseline understanding of like what a trauma experience is first. Or like, well, if you stop thinking about it like that, it'll go away. Right. It's like, that's not how that actually fucking works. Like,
Not helpful.
no. That's like depression. If you go stand outside in the sun for a little bit, your depression will magically cure up. Although, public service announcement, because it is July, we're recording this on July 8th, we'll publish it in a couple weeks. It's summer. I get it. It's fucking sunny out and it's warm and the weather's nice. You are still mentally ill. Show up.
It starts at like the end of March when spring starts.
It sure does. Yep. And everybody's like,
August.
oh, I feel great. Stop it. Stop it. Stop canceling your fucking sessions. Yep. School starts and your kids are crazy. And then the holidays are coming and you're broke again because you spent all your money on summer vacations, but the holidays are coming. So how are you going to buy your kid that PS5 and now you're having a panic attack and you want to come schedule with us? I'm sorry. I was on summer break too.
Just go to therapy, please.
Yeah. So go to therapy. Fuck. Because also, we're gonna, like, if you stop showing up, we're gonna schedule somebody over your time slot. So, like, don't come crying when you're like, I had a 4 p.m. spot and now all you have is 10 a.m. I don't know what you want me to tell you.
Because that is trauma informed, but that also plays into like go to therapy because we are holding space.
Bleh, bleh. I hate that phrase.
We are holding space.
In full disclosure, oh, hi, Winky. My dog is deciding to join us today for the podcast. In full disclosure, I have used that in my notes.
We often do.
Hi. Oh, overused. Yeah. Let me hold the space for you. How are you going to do that? I'm going to sit here and listen. Just say that.
Without judgment. Without judgment. That's the biggest part of it.
Yep. Yep. And if you're coming to me, if you know me in a social setting, so like you're not my client, and you come to me and you're like, Christina, and you tell me some unhinged shit, be prepared for some judgmental responses. I am not working. I am not your fucking therapist. I am going to be like, what time do we ride? I'm fucking there. Let me put the shovel in the trunk. I'm there. Like, let's do this. We don't come to me and be like, I would like some feedback from a therapy perspective. Because, like, that's not, I'm off the fuck clock, homie. We're not doing that.
The next one I think is one of our really eye twitchy ones, and it is boundaries. Because I see it, yeah, well, it's so misappropriately used. I blocked him. That's my boundary.
Yep. Yep. My boss wanted me to work. He violated my boundary.
But boundaries aren't about punishment either. And they're supposed, yeah.
Go ahead.
Because like you're supposed to actually talk about those boundaries with people. Like they're supposed to know about them. Instead of like this invisible boundary that they don't know about. And they're like, well, how do I know I violated said boundary if you didn't actually tell me about it?
There's so much respect for yourself when you can say to yourself and then to whomever it is, like, I don't like being treated this way. Hey guys, it's Christina, your friendly neighborhood podcast producer. Well, I don't know, I guess if you've been listening to this podcast, I'm not so friendly. Perspective, I guess. So I'm sure you've seen some glitches, and if you're listening and you're not watching us on YouTube, first of all, why not? But also, you probably heard some jumps around, and if you're watching on YouTube, you probably saw some screen shifts. I want to apologize. We are really phenomenal at therapy, like top notch at holding space for clients and helping them through a whole host of mental health diagnoses. What we are obviously not very good at is things like technology and podcast producing and like internet in our homes, Brittany. So Brittany, we lost her for a little bit. And then we like actually lost her, and then she comes back. So I apologize. We're going to return to our regularly scheduled, kind of fucked up podcast. But yeah, so thanks for listening and tolerating us thus far. Did we lose Brittany and now she's coming back?
Oopsie.
And we got four of us.
What the fuck happened?
I don't know.
Did I get booted out?
Participant. Hold on.
How do we make the other one go away?
I just tried to remove her. I'm gonna cut this whole piece out, so, or I'll let it stay in.
Okay.
Fuck it. Okay, and we're back, and you're like way clearer now.
What the hell happened?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't even remember what I was talking about. So
I can't hear you guys now. Okay, there we go.
She lost that thought.
Yep. Yeah, look, this is my perimenopausal brain fatigue fog thing happening at 8:00 at night.
Damn menopause.
I'm done with my day. Did you see that link I sent you for the We Do Not Care Club?
Yes, we are in the Do Not Care right moment now.
I can't hear Christina. What the hell is going on?
You can't hear me? What the fuck?
Can you hear me?
I can hear Peggy, but I can't hear Christina.
That's fucking weird. Do we have to do this
This
all
is a
over
dumpster
again?
fire.
You gotta hope not.
We're too tired for this.
Back to the winging it and not knowing what we're doing, I guess.
Mhm. I'm absolutely leaving this in the podcast. We're keeping this. I don't know what's happening. You still can't hear me?
You still can't hear her.
No.
Maybe have her log out and log back in. We could talk shit about her while she's gone.
Log out and log back in.
I could talk shit about her. She can't hear me, so maybe I'll just do that. So there's
What'd
this
she
one
say?
time. Mind your business. So I'm gonna put the cup in front of my face so she can't see me
hear her.
talk.
I don't like this.
I know. So there was this one time where I'll just move my mouth like this and pretend like I'm talking about her, but I won't say anything. I can't wait for her to hear this. Oh, she feels sad. Boot her out and boot her back in. Tell her to leave and come back in. There will be technical difficulties beep going on, and I'm going to cut all this out.
Can you hear us, dear?
Can you hear me? This is like a Verizon commercial. Can
Yes.
you hear me now? Excellent.
I can hear you now.
For the record, I said absolutely nothing about you. I talked no shit. I just said how I was going to talk shit and that it was going to spin you up.
You totally did talk shit because Peggy was cracking up.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny when we were
Terrible.
rewatching, like, I held my family hostage and forced them to watch several podcast videos. And my dad's like, who's that girl that's always smiling? And I was like,
It's
that's
me.
Peggy.
Oh.
And I was like, remember when she came here for Memorial Day several years ago? He's like, no. I was like, literally, her and her husband came here with their children. He was like, I must not have been here. Shout out to my dad who doesn't remember my wife.
Thanks, Dad.
He's like, is that your boss? I was like, no. She thinks she's my boss. She keeps me functioning though.
She's the work wife, so technically she is.
Yeah. Shout out to the guy at the hotel at the Christmas party who was like,
Who actually thought
You
you
and
guys
your
were
wife.
married. I remember
Mhm.
that.
he's like, I just want to let you and your wife know that there's a snack machine there and there's a drink machine there. And I walked up and I was like, so the guy at the front desk thinks we're actually married. I love that.
I was like, so who's the man in this relationship?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, you can't be both bottoms.
I don't know that we don't need a man. So we finished with boundaries, yes.
Yes. Yes, we did.
Yeah. So, after that, do you need a little bit of grounding?
I'm gonna leave. Is this the grounding where we're like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? Because
Touch some
I
grass.
literally can't.
Go touch some grass.
I do say touch grass a lot. I'm like, go touch some grass.
In the army, we had a phrase,
I do.
go pound sand, which meant go fuck yourself. But so I feel like that's the same thing. Like, go touch grass.
When I say that, I literally mean the science says that when your hands are in dirt and you touch grass, it does release dopamine.
It does.
Okay.
It does.
So
I'd be out there dopamining it
being
up some
barefoot-
days.
I repotted all these plants and I felt like $1 million.
Mhm.
So that is legit. But grounding doesn't work very well.
Yeah.
Not in the way that people think.
I mean, it depends because I look like a toddler at my desk.
It's called
That's you
stimming.
stimming. That's you. Yeah.
I have a buddy.
That's different.
It keeps me centered and grounded while I'm working. I was like, I look like a freaking toddler.
Oh, I have the first yawn of the night. Sorry, guys.
I feel like grounding's more like I'm being mindful about now. Right? Like I'm being mindful about right now.
I mean, like good mindfulness techniques.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, when we're doing like calm, safe place and like really go into those exercises.
Yeah.
Picking out 5 things in the room does nothing for me. I don't know how many people.
And it's so,
It
so
depends. It
old
depends.
hat.
Yeah, it is. And I think it works for some people, but I think this goes back to like just it being overused, right? So this going back to like
Yeah.
holding the space. It's so overused. I need to be grounded. How are you grounding yourself? And I think people just have like this misunderstanding and they assume, oh, I'm going to go take 5 deep breaths or, I'm going to I don't know, count tiles in the ceiling. Sometimes that's very helpful. But when we're talking like more severe stuff, it's when you're having a panic attack, counting ceiling tiles probably, in my experience, has never worked for me, nor has it worked for anybody else that I've worked with who has panic attacks and is like counting ceiling tiles or floor tiles.
Because you can't think of that when you're having a panic attack. And you can't think of that when you're hyper aroused and punching holes in the wall
Right.
or whatever, right? Like, and I think people that don't have the right training to treat trauma are just like
care.
the trauma informed care to my voices are just like, you should try some grounding techniques. And they're just like, what?
Yeah.
Sorry, that doesn't work for me. I will literally have new patients come that have been to therapy before, and they're like, I've tried everything before, so please don't come at me and tell me to do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 or deep breathing exercises. And I'm like, I would never tell you to do that. So they're like, good.
I think
I tried it, it doesn't work.
for actual grounding, and this goes back to trauma informed care again, you're looking at anything that activates the vagus nerve. Because when you're in fight or flight, right, your sympathetic nervous system, God, I can't wait to do the trauma one. You're activating the vagus nerve, which counteracts your sympathetic nervous system, right? So sympathetic nervous system dominance is fight or flight. You're fighting or you're running away. And the vagus nerve turns that off. It overrides the system. And it is in every organ in your body with the exception of your adrenal glands. Nobody's trying to like push my kidneys. So I guess that's a good thing. But like, deep breathing, like box breathing, that is a vagus nerve activation technique. Even things like certain stim activities are a vagus nerve activation. Pulling on your earlobes, vagus nerve activation. Scrunching your feet in your shoes, vagus nerve activation. That is grounding. That grounds you in the here and now because it pulls you out of that fight or flight.
I like the ice cold in the
Yes,
chest.
yes.
Like that. Yeah.
You know who we
that
need
works
to get
for
on
a lot
here?
of people.
The giraffe. What the fuck is her name? She's on Instagram. It's the something giraffe. I don't fucking know. I'm gonna look her up. So continue on without me because this is important to me. But we need her on this show. She did a thing about pouring cold water, like ice cold water on her head to like pull herself out. She's the one that shows up and she's like, "Hey, fuck nugget, here's your daily dose of compliments you don't even know you needed." And I'm like, thanks. Yeah, we need her. But she did one with ice cold water where she like pours it on her head, and I was like, yes, that is grounding.
Yes.
I heard somebody say the other day to put their face in a like bowl of ice water. And I was like, oh God.
Yeah, she does that at first and then she's like, fuck this, and then goes outside and pours it over her head.
Yeah. I would pass away. I was like, I'm not ever in a million years putting my face in a bowl of cold water.
No, my hands. I'll put my hands in. I did when I was on my cruise last week. They have a cold tub on the cruise ship in like the spa. I got in it and I was like, fuck this. I was like, it was like up to like my mid thigh. And I'm like, nope. And I got right out. But I'll tell you what, when I finally worked up the courage to like sit in it, that and like Green Flag was making fun of me and calling me a sissy. And so, I can't tolerate that. So I sat in it.
I'm not a quitter.
Right, exactly. Mama didn't raise no quitter. So I did. I will tell you, and I only got up to like here because there was no way I was submerging my face because I'm not trying to make my heart stop here, people. But when I did and I got out, like my legs and my feet felt amazing. And I was like, fuck, it works.
Especially for those of us who have chronic pain, I bet it does work.
Yep, sure does. Yeah, there's a lot of like really good research out there that supports it for like fibro and MS and stuff like that.
I'll pass away. I'm a cold individual anyway.
I was like,
I am too.
Convince me.
I still have a heating blanket on the foot of my bed. I have a heating blanket on the foot of my bed, and I felt good coming out of the tub. So, I don't know.
My heating blanket is on my bed. I sleep with it every night.
Yep.
Now I'm going through my hot flash stage of life, and I don't need a heating blanket.
Hormones, baby. Hormones have saved me.
I'm on them. They need
Oh,
to be
well.
up more.
Okay, I can't help you with that. I do get the sweats at some point. The men listening to this are going to be like, "What the fuck?" Just deal with it. Your women will go through it at some point. I very much will like wake up sweating at some point in the middle of the night, but like it's not nearly as I don't have hot flashes during the day anymore, which is lovely. But
All right. So thank you for that
that's
validation.
that sidestep.
Yeah. Validation. Ugh.
Yeah.
You're what the
Validating my
opposite to that is like
feelings.
you're so invalidating.
No, I'm being honest and I'm telling you some shit about yourself you don't fucking like.
Yeah. I'm confronting. There's a difference,
Yes.
right? Like there's a difference between that.
I mean, but we do
not
validate
invalidating.
in sessions because, their feelings are there. They're real. Might not always like them, but hey.
Yes. And that's the other thing. I'm going to sidestep real quick because we're going to talk about clinical writing
Mm-hmm.
for a moment.
Yeah. Validating and normalizing. Holy crap.
Uh-uh.
And if you are normalizing somebody's experience, you're telling them that is normal. You're saying that makes sense. I get how you feel that way. Yes, I understand you wanting to punch your boss in the face. He sounds like a dick. Your boss makes people cry.
It's a
She
normal
sounds like a
reaction.
bitch.
Most people would feel that way.
Yes. Validating is saying you were right to punch your boss in the face.
Normalizing.
When she slept with your husband.
Right. Right. For the record, I've never slept with anybody's
I
husband
understand.
that didn't already know. All right.
No. Yeah.
But you can normalize.
Hypothetical.
feelings.
Hypothetically speaking.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm still looking for this.
But that's also in daily life too.
Yes.
Right? Like, that's fair.
Yeah. Normalize feelings because that's okay.
Because that is fine. We don't, validate is step it.
It's not agreement. It's like I can feel that. It's like empathy, but also that goes along with empathy and sympathy.
Oh my God.
That's not on the list. I'm
That's
sorry.
not on the list, but we're going to
also-
talk about it.
Oh.
Right. They're different. It's not the same. Because people are like, I can sympathize with that. No, you can't.
Sympathy.
You can empathize with it.
No, you have it backwards.
No, sympathy is giving sympathy is giving that just nonchalant. Oh, I'm sorry.
Sympathy is understanding that the other person feels the way that they feel. Empathizing is feeling
Because
what
you've
the
been
other-
through it.
Empathizing is feeling what the other person feels. So if I'm saying, oh, it must be hard that your family member passed away, I may have had family members pass away, and I can say, yeah, I get that. That feels awful. That's sympathy. I'm sorry for your loss. That's sympathy. Empathy is I feel what you feel because I have experienced it in my
Because I've
life,
been there.
and I'm feeling it right now with you.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's the different. They're different. They're not the same.
not the
And
same.
people get it wrong.
Yes.
Because I haven't been through the loss of a parent, so I can't empathize with Tim.
Right.
It's different.
And I have.
I've lost
so
family
I
members, but I
can.
haven't lost a parent. Right. Yeah. And people are like, "Oh, I know what you're going through." No, you don't.
I know.
I haven't lost a parent.
Oh, and sympathy can feel disingenuous.
It's invalidating.
It's invalidating.
Feel invalidated.
We just come full circle.
And you're not respecting my boundaries. This is a triggering conversation.
Oh, and we're on to the next.
I've been
I
waiting
think
for
we're
that
on
one. I've been
the
waiting for
winner.
that one. Because I fucking hate
Oh,
that.
I'm so activated. Oh. That one sends Christina over the
That
edge.
totally
bro.
triggered me.
That triggered me. I'm feeling very triggered
I'm so
right
activated.
now.
That is such a buzz. Like that is, you think all these are buzzwords?
The
That's
most-
a buzzword.
the most
I say
Use
used
that.
my like eye twitch over here.
Yes.
I need more
Get away.
whatever this is to get through this fucking conversation.
Whatever it
It
is.
might be water. Leave me alone. I'm a grown up.
Maybe it's
I'm an adult,
I
damn
don't
it.
have time. have time.
Oh, you should have. You should have made time.
Triggered.
We would have waited. We would have waited for you. Yeah, triggered. So we're having a conversation with a clinician. We got into an argument about it. And I have a lot of respect for this particular clinician. This was years ago when I was working at another practice, and she had said something about triggered. And I said, that's not what that means. And she's like, no, they were triggered. And I'm like, no. Triggered is when a benign event or stimulus activates a trauma response. So I had a client who I know would not be offended if I brought this situation up, which is why I'm talking about it, because we don't talk about our clients because that's confidentiality. But I know that this person has historically wanted like people to learn from their experiences. And they had an experience where they walked into, like, you know, when you walk into a grocery store and there's that like air thing above the door that makes that like whoosh sound when you walk in and it's like really loud. What's that?
It keeps the flies out.
Is that what it does? I never knew. I thought it was like, okay, I had no idea. So anyways, it makes that like really loud sound. So that is not going to kill you. It keeps the flies out apparently, which I had no idea. I thought it was like an air conditioning thing. The client heard it, and it reminded them of when they were deployed and heard the sound of generators. And when the generators died, the attacks started because the lights would go out on the base, on the fob. And so that was triggering for them because it's a benign event or stimulus that activates a trauma response. If you are activated by a trauma stimulus, that is like a firework going off or a car backfiring and you thinking it's gunfire. That's triggering, right? That is triggering. Activating is when you hear actual fucking gunfire and it activates your trauma response. That's what that is. That's the difference. God, that annoys me.
Don't we love grossly misused words?
Is like the benign, and activating is like this could be life threatening.
Yes.
Right? Mm-hmm. That's kind of how I like when I explain to people. Yeah. This is how because they're like, I'm so activated. I'm like, no, you're not.
And that's the other piece too, is they'll find something that is activating, but it's not causing a trauma response. Mm-hmm. Right? It's like, I got into an argument with my spouse. Right? And the argument with my spouse or my friend or my whomever, right, reminds me of when my parents fought, which inevitably led to violence. Can that be activating? Sure. And just because it upsets you doesn't mean you're activated, which is the other piece to it, right? This is like you're experiencing a trauma response because you're fight, flight, freeze, faint, fidget, fool around. That or fawn. That is your trauma response. If you don't fall into one of those categories, you're not having a fucking trauma response. You're just upset.
You're just upset.
And it's okay to be just upset.
Yes. Yes. Things upset me all the fucking time. I am upset. That is like my default setting, is irritated and annoyed by most of things. And it has nothing to do with my trauma history. I'm just an irritated, annoyed perimenopausal woman. Leave me the fuck alone.
We're just stressed.
We're just stressed.
Maybe you need more self-care.
You know what I need to do? I probably should smile more. I bet if I smiled more. Yep, I should do that. Cheer up, bitch.
I can't.
It's like that meme that says, if you whisper mental health into the bathroom mirror 3 times, somebody with a Live, Laugh, Love t-shirt will come out and ask you if you've been outside lately.
Have you seen that guy on social media that's at his house and his mom has like Live, Laugh, Love stuff everywhere? And he's like, live, laugh, love, laugh, live, laugh, love, live. And it's like so unhinged. She's got it like in every corner of her house. And it just gets more and more unhinged as the video goes on. And it's like, it's terrifying.
My face is not frozen.
Absolutely.
I mean, it might be frozen, but like my video is not frozen. I'm
going to find it and send it to you
Please
later.
don't.
It is horrifying.
Please don't. Also, speaking of social media.
I have to watch it, so do you.
Speaking of social media, I found her. It's the Platinum Giraffe. I will be posting it. We are going to fucking get her on this podcast because she is hilarious. Yes, the Platinum Giraffe. Everybody go follow her.
Self-care is important, but I feel like people are like, spending $20,000, that's my self-care.
Or mowing the lawn. Mowing the lawn's not your self-care. To the client who tried to
A
use
chore
that.
is not self-care. Yeah.
Your ADLs are not self-care. Taking
No.
a shower and feeding yourself.
No,
like,
that is... Now, I believe that can that be the first step in the process? Sure. Yes. And it
Treating
is...
yourself to an expensive restaurant, maybe.
But not
that
if
you
it puts your
wouldn't normally
family
eat
in
out.
debt.
No, not at all.
But your general self-care, your general ADLs, taking care of yourself, waking up and brushing your teeth and those things, those are not self-care. That is a part of humaning.
Yes.
If you're a mom and you go to the grocery store by yourself without your kids, that's not self-care.
Brittany. I'm going to move.
I get my groceries delivered. I don't know what you're talking about.
Now that might be self-care.
I work smarter, not harder.
That might be self-care.
That is yeah. I don't want to leave my house on the weekend, so I get everything delivered. I don't care how much it costs. Okay.
Yep, I have
every single thing delivered.
I will tell you this. I think COVID did such a fantastic job of forcing me to learn how to let shit go. Groceries delivered, fucking Uber Eats and Grubhub. I don't feel like cooking. Done.
It's zero thought too. You're like, I don't even say it out loud. I'm just on the phone, DoorDash.
Yep.
What do y'all want?
Yep.
We pay for DoorDash.
Yep.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yep. Absolutely.
Orders are saved.
Absolutely. Speaking of DoorDash, did you know that Sophia's birthday's tomorrow?
Is it?
Oh, yeah.
I have the list.
You're fired.
Oops.
Flowers and chocolates are on their way to the office tomorrow.
Not after all the unhinged amount of information I gathered today. Okay. No.
Yeah, but it's Sophia. It's Sophia.
4 hours.
It's Sophia.
Okay. I'm going to have to. Her birthday's tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'll send her some goodies before group on Thursday too.
Yeah, we'll do a celebration on group, but I've got flowers and chocolates coming to the office tomorrow with a balloon.
Peggy, don't let me forget. When we had that meeting last Friday, I was like, Peggy, don't let me forget.
You know who also reminded me? Stevie, who we haven't talked about because she joined us after the podcast launched, but she's our newest clinician, and she was like, oh, is it okay if I decorate her office tomorrow? Yes.
Please.
Yeah, she's a delight.
I need to set reminders on my phone for people's birthday.
Yes, you do.
100%.
Yes, you do.
Yes.
Yep.
While self-care is important, I think people need to be more intentional.
And yes, more intentional and not use it as an excuse to mistreat yourself. A night out with the girls at a bar can be self-care, but not if you wind up with your face in the toilet at 3 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
And this kind of goes back to boundaries. Yes, boundaries are when you require that you take care of yourself and do good things for yourself, but not at the expense of your overall health. So a yes boundary may be asking the cute guy at the bar for a date, but does not mean you get to go home with him that night with an unchecked STI status and have unprotected sex with him.
Or be unsafe, generally speaking.
Or go home with some random guy in general. Yes. Don't be, yes. Self-care means taking care of yourself and loving yourself. So go do
and not
that.
feeling guilty about
Not
it
feeling
or
guilty
berating
about it.
yourself for having self-care.
Yes.
Which Christina has to fuss at me for all the time. I'm like,
All
I need
the
to do this,
time.
and she's like, rest.
Yep. Yeah. I'm not the only one. I know
I'm gonna
Peggy's
need you to
doing it
stay
too.
in bed.
Yep.
All the time.
Yep. She's like, I'm going to take the day off so I can do work. No, you're not. You're going to take the day off to take the fucking day off. Hi, buddy.
I do the same thing. I'm like, I'm gonna take the day off, but I'm still going to the office to work. She's like, why?
No, you're not.
because I'm glutton for punishment.
I will delete your fucking Simple Practice account.
I'll freeze it.
Freeze
I
it.
can't. I can't freeze it. All I can do is delete. It's really obnoxious. I wish that Simple Practice would just allow us to like freeze an account. That would have been awesome for the whole Hillary situation.
Yeah. It would have
Because that was a nightmare yesterday.
You know the one I see on this list that really, really makes my blood boil that I want to just blurt out right now?
Resilience.
You know what it is, don't
Resilience. And that is her most eye-twitchy word.
I think Christina could probably relate because we both work with kiddos who are like really, really messed up, right? Like, and I say that with all the love I have in my heart for the kids.
They are severely impacted by their experiences
right.
that adults do to them. Stop hurting our fucking kids. Okay.
And I feel like people say, kids are so resilient. And I'm like, shut up. No, they're not.
They're not supposed to be.
I dream of never being called resilient again.
They're adaptive.
Stop calling kids resilient.
They adapt.
They're adaptive. They're not resilient.
And it's this word that has been thrust upon the military, onto our You're so resilient.
No, I'm dissociating actively right now in this moment, dissociating. That is why I'm able to do my job, because I have been taught the skills in basic training to actively dissociate my way through a traumatic experience. Welcome.
Mm-hmm. Hide it, push it down, avoid
it. They
it.
label it on our kids. They label it on everything military related. I hate this word with every fiber of my being.
Yeah.
Not that people can't be resilient in a way, but like, stop. It's overused. People like, you're so resilient. Shut up. Don't call me that.
Yeah. No, I don't.
Just because I've been able to push through everything I've been through doesn't mean I'm resilient. It means that I've just buried it.
Yep. And I think that there is a misconception that that is resilience, which it is not.
Let's get into one of Christina's favorites, which
gross.
Is bipolar.
Fuck! The weather is so bipolar today. No, it's not. It is doing what weather does because it's fucking climate change, because we have a president right now who doesn't understand science.
I cleaned all night long. I'm so bipolar. I'm so manic.
I'm so manic.
Mania
Are
is
you psychotic?
A symptom of bipolar. Stop that.
Characterized.
I'm like, oh, so you're psychotic?
Well,
stop.
There's that. But like, it's like, and then people describe people like that. Oh, well, you know, she was happy one minute and then pissed off the next. She must be bipolar. No, that's called being a bitch, first of all. Secondly, that there's at no point is irritability a symptom. Yes. Is it a symptom of depression? Yes. Is it a symptom of mania? Yes. That's not what that means.
It is not rapid shifting.
No.
There's a duration here.
There is. And there is a return to baseline. And that's what I think a lot of people don't understand. And we get a lot, I say collectively, the therapy community as a whole, I think we get a lot outpatient-wise of clients coming out of a inpatient facility or like a brief hospitalization who are given the diagnosis of bipolar disorder. I am not knocking psychiatrists. We love them. We love the meds that they prescribe. Thank you very much. They are looking at somebody through a snapshot of right now in this moment, how do I medicate them to comply with the hospital requirements to make them stable, to let them be released? And the quickest way to do that is to prescribe them a mood stabilizer. And what is the diagnosis that goes with the mood stabilizer? Bipolar disorder. And so we get a lot of clients who come to us with a bipolar diagnosis, and I'm like, this is trauma, or this is anxiety, or this is an adjustment issue to a very severe stressor that's happening right now. This isn't bipolar disorder. Do you have periods of mania followed by a return to baseline, followed by periods of depression or hypomania followed by depressive episodes? No, you don't have fucking bipolar disorder. Right, Wink? He knows. Excuse me. He's making a guest appearance twice today. Hi, bud.
Is my homie.
That is your homie. He misses you. Hi, bud. I'm working right now.
He's my friend.
I love you. Yes, you're very handsome. Okay. Oh, thank you. Those are good kisses.
One of my favorites right now is, and this is because it's so overused, and then because I'm a glutton for punishment, and I love all things personality disorders, is narcissistic.
Oh, yes. So there is a dating site out there, and it's on the men and the women's side. It's, are we dating the same guy and are we dating the same girl? I'm sorry.
Oh, that's so spicy.
It's so spicy. I'm obsessed
Is that
with
like
it.
the missed connections on Craigslist?
No, it is better. So it was initially designed, the one for women was initially designed to help women with potential sexual assault, domestic violence, like unstable men. And unfortunately, we live in a society, and if you don't agree with this or don't think I'm right, you're the fucking problem. We live in a society right now where, unfortunately, women, and has nothing to do with our political stature, this has been going on for years, where women have to take extra measures to protect themselves because we are consistently targets as a gender. And that's not all people, but if you are a man and you think that that's not you, you're part of the problem. Please be part of the solution. And so it was initially designed to like warn women of like potential partners that were like rapey or domestic violency, otherwise just like skeezy, shitty humans. It then turned into this guy asked me to see my titties and he is an asshole, so nobody date him. He's a guy and he feels entitled because #privilege. So he's going to ask you, and women are out there like, let me show you my titties. And so he's going to ask. Just block him.
He's a dude and he wants to see boobies.
Right, because they're great. I can't be mad at that. So, like, just block him. Mm-hmm. Should we be approached with respect? Sure. Should we always be approached with respect? Should we approach all people with respect? Absolutely. But anyway, so this group, sidetracked, it's because I've drank all my water. So this particular group loves to post, like, oh, well, he forgot my birthday. And everybody's like, he's a narcissist. Ah, he's a narcissist. And it's like, or like one girl like recently posted about how she was having issues with her partner who like didn't want to reciprocate oral sex. Cool. That's an open conversation that you have with your partner, right? And she was like, hey, I know this isn't like the group for it, but like this is an issue. And the amount of women that were like, he's a narcissist. No, maybe he just doesn't like the taste of pussy.
It's not his thing.
Or maybe he doesn't like the taste of yours. Or maybe he feels inadequate. I don't know. Fucking have a conversation.
Or maybe he was raised to believe that that's not his thing. That's not,
right.
Right.
Or maybe he doesn't know what he's doing.
He's religious.
Maybe he doesn't know what he's doing.
Maybe he's not good at it.
Maybe he's not good at it. Maybe his ex told him that he wasn't good at it, and now he believes that he wasn't good. Like, who knows? It doesn't make him a narcissist.
Well, all narcissists gaslight, too.
Oh, my God. That one.
Because
I think that's very confusing for people.
Yes, yeah. Because like these two are going hand in hand, these two words together right now. And I'm like, okay, first of all, not all people are narcissistic. Do we all have narcissistic tendencies? We're humans. I mean, it just is what it is. Not everybody has narcissistic personality disorder. That takes trauma, first of all.
Often confused with avoidant attachment.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's
right.
Another
so the
one.
people are
don't.
People are.
Sorry, go ahead. Because I'm going to get on soapbox.
I was going to say, like, people are like, he's so narcissistic. And I'm like, okay, well, maybe it's actually more like an attachment issue instead of being like, you're wrong.
Which attachment, I think it's fantastic that we are having more conversations about attachment and attachment styles and how we like to attach to people.
But that's overused.
But it is, again, an overused buzzword. Mm-hmm. If you have not been trained in attachment styles, you don't know what they are. Shut the fuck up.
Learning about it in grad school is not enough.
No.
Learning about it because you're a life coach doesn't mean you know what you're doing.
Oh, that's another. Fuck life coaches.
You just had to say the life coach, didn't you? You just had to say it.
Therapists are not life coaches. Life coaches are not therapists. Stop it.
You were waiting for your moment, weren't you, Becky?
Fucking hate that phrase.
Look at her face. She's so disgusted.
I don't. Blah. Blah.
I love it.
You know
I
what,
love it.
Peggy? I recently found out that if you attached your top lip to your bottom lip, you can experience shutting the fuck up.
Peggy's just salty because she had someone leave her for a life coach. Like, that is her Roman Empire. She's just very, very sad about it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. They came back to me because, like, you know, they got better and was like, hey, I'm in a state and need to come back. And then they're like, okay, I'm going to go to a life coach. And I'm like,
Please discharge me. I'm leaving you for a life coach. Peggy got divorced for a life coach.
why?
That's okay. Do people need life coaches? Sure.
Yeah.
Are there situations where your life needs to be coached in a certain direction? Absolutely.
Because I wouldn't tell them what to do.
That's like hairdressers. I love my hairstylist. Kaylee is fantastic. Love her. Cannot wait to go back and see her again. Kaylee is not a fucking therapist. And hairdressers who are like, I love it when my clients come to my chair and they tell me their story and I get to help them through their emotional moments. It's like I'm their therapist. You're not a fucking therapist. You went to cosmetology school and you cut hair. And while that is a fantastic skill, because I can't fucking cut hair and I desperately need you to do something with this, you are not a fucking therapist. Life coaches are not fucking therapists. I need more of my.
You accomplished it, Peggy.
I need more
you
of my
did it.
special water for that. I did not expect that. You fucking okey doked me on that one.
She did. She set you
Snuck
up
that
for that
shit
one.
right in.
Yep.
Bitch. Sir,
I love it.
nobody needs to hear from
She
the
was-
gallery.
She was not emotionally regulated.
I'm not. I'm tired.
I love how we're all tying these together.
Yes.
It's great.
Freaking Riley is the worst with this because he speaks therapist as an 11-year-old. He's like, I'm emotionally dysregulated. I need to go calm down now. And I'm like, sir, first of all, just say you're upset and go to your room.
Right.
I don't need you going to school speaking therapist.
Right. Well, that's like the clients that come into our office and they're like, I have a diagnosis of post-traumatic stress disorder. I experience intrusive memories and I experience dissociative symptoms that similar. And I'm just like, what?
I have out-of-body experiences.
I experience avoidance symptoms like dissociation, and I actively avoid thinking of these intrusive memories.
Well,
Do you know
I mean,
what that
if
fucking
you have,
means?
if you have therapist patients,
Okay, therapist patients. But as a patient, I have never gone to my therapist and been like, I experience intrusive memories.
Yeah. Did you Google this before you came?
Right. Right.
Someone's been on the Google.
like, you don't need
Yeah.
to come in and speak therapist to me. I already know the words.
Yep. You
Speak
can just
like a
tell me what you're
human.
experiencing. Yep.
Can I be the therapist here?
Right. Could you let me use that degree? Well, it's not on my wall, but you let me use that degree that's hanging on my wall. I would appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Spend a lot of money on it. God bless. Fuck that phrase. What else we got?
What's left, Peggy?
Um,
We've been at this for a hot minute. Except for our little snafu.
Except for our little snap. Well, yeah. I don't know that the situation was ever normal, but it was definitely all fucked up.
We are not normal. That's
That's
a
for sure.
reach.
What else do we have? Oh, lived experience. I don't know that I have like a specific like polarization, which is not the same as bipolar, a specific polarization like against that one.
no, it's just like everyone has lived experiences, though.
Yeah.
Like the first-hand experience of it, though. And again, it goes back to the thought. Come back. It just goes back to like not the invalidating people
Gotcha.
in what they're experiencing, though.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. I agree. I agree.
Like, this is my perspective. This is me.
Yeah.
That's you.
Mhm.
My feelings are valid. My lived experience.
My experience is valid because I actually experienced this.
Yes. Yep. Yes. Last
That's
on the
fair.
list is
That's
another
fair.
one that makes my fucking eye twitch.
Oh, OCD.
You can be clean as fuck. You can like things in a certain place or like my closet, real true story, my closet is organized by the item of clothing, by like the sleeve length and the color. And they are on very specific
That makes
hangers.
sense, though.
It makes sense. That is not OCD. If you are particular about something, you do not have OCD. OCD is persistent, unwanted thoughts and or compulsions, which are repetitive behaviors, that if you don't do them, cause your anxiety to increase. I like having my sink emptied before I go to bed at night and my kitchen cleaned. That doesn't make me OCD. That makes me, well, first of all, that makes me like an adult. So there's that. But like, yeah. I get like so pissed off about that. I had a client years ago, who he had OCD, and his OCD was related to his like bookcase. And he had this like real big bookcase in his house, and the books had to be in a specific order. And it wasn't like organized by color, because I asked him, like, are we talking about like size or color or type? And he was like, no, it's a very specific order. Where did that order come from? And he's like, well, it's like the order it's supposed to be. And he couldn't come up with like a valid reason. Not that it's not valid that he believed this. And his girlfriend, it's not funny, when they would get into a fight, would fuck with him and would like move the books around. Right. Not funny. And like as you think about it, it's like, well, that's ridiculous. Like, just leave the books there. But to him, it was so life-changing that he would have to drink himself to like calm down. So he would drink to excess to get himself regulated enough so that he could then reorganize the books in the correct order. And in order to do that, would have to take them out of the bookshelf with rubber gloves, dust them with a dust rag, and then clean the whole bookshelf and then put them back in. Because he wasn't sure if she had brought dust into the bookshelf. Notwithstanding that like dust normally exists in people's lives, which does gross me out, but like dust exists, like it's a thing that like naturally happens. But if you touched the bookshelf, there was now dust that shouldn't be there. And he would like not go to work. He would be shithoused cleaning this bookcase and every single book. And I'm not just talking like dust the books. I'm talking like with a rag each page, because he wasn't sure if the book had been opened or not, and then them reorganized. And it would take him all day. That is OCD.
Right, that's the other thing. It takes a ridiculous amount of time and impacts you in that way, like work, all of it. It's so much time. It's so time consuming.
Yes. And it's so distressing. This isn't like, oh, there's dishes in my sink, so now I'm upset about it, and I wake up the next morning and I'm like, oh God, gross. This is like, it fucks your shit up. I'm not sleeping now because I'm scrubbing each dish, plus all the dishes in my cabinet, plus the sink itself, plus the dishwasher. Like that is over the top.
I had that one as a student who would like do all that like crazy cleaning at night, into the morning, get zero sleep, had to shower multiple times before school, wash her hair, like burn a candle for like a ridiculous amount of time, right down to like the second. I remember I came into your office, I was like, I think the patient has OCD.
Yep. Yep.
I was sure of it, but also I was like, you're going to take her from me.
And I didn't.
You're like, you're about to lose this patient. I was like, please don't.
I let you keep her.
Yeah, she's still hanging around. Yeah. So it's just also like the germ thing and like the washing of the hands, like it, you know. So people are like, I have to like do this thing, like repetitive threes and all sorts of like, it can manifest in different ways. But just because you like rearrange things on your desk a certain way in your particular.
Yeah. Now that might be a symptom of trauma.
Or a symptom of neurospicy.
Or a symptom of neurospicy. Because we like things in order because it helps us feel calm and regulated.
I feel like mine's very ADHD. I'm like, I can't do this. until I do that because I'll be distracted by that while I'm doing this. Oh, that's OCD. Nope.
No.
That's my ADHD coming
Yep.
through, bro.
Yep.
I can't do this work until those clothes are folded.
Yep. Yep.
And then before I know it, I've cleaned the whole house.
Yep. I'm folding clothes, and then when I go put the towels in the closet in the hallway, I look at the closet and I'm like, ugh. And then I'm now cleaning the whole
I
fucking
refolded
closet.
everything.
Yep. And then I'm reorganizing the
like
whole
that
hall
video
closet.
you sent me. I'm just gonna clean the kitchen, and then I'm on the floor
Doing
scrubbing the
baseboards.
panels.
Yep.
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 That was literally me this weekend.
Yep.
Wiping down all the cabinets.
Yep.
Taking the toilet seats off the toilet. I was like, I stopped for a minute and I was like, that was the video she just sent me. And I was ashamed. I was like, I can't even tell her I did this.
Well, now you just did. That would have given me something to make fun of you on when we had our technical difficulties. Oh, hi, bud. He's making a third appearance.
Well, making fun of me. It's fine.
I love you.
I can handle it.
Yes. I will attend to you and your needs shortly. I think we've done it. I think we've hit the list. I can't think of anything else that specifically. Let's because this is where I'm working right now. I'm going to sidestep real quick. Assuming that everybody who molests children is a pedophile. Not all child molesters are pedophiles. Not all pedophiles molest children. Stop it.
That'd be a good podcast to do.
Okay.
Just let you get on your soapbox about it.
I could.
Because I think that's a huge misconception and probably deserves a lot more, and there's a huge, I don't want to say explanation, but
understanding. I think there's a huge misconception because, and I'm not endorsing any of that behavior, right? In any stretch. Like, also, like, no means no. Like, not saying yes also means no. Saying I might, or I'm thinking about it, or maybe later also means no.
Only yes means
yes means yes. An enthusiastic yes, like a fuck yes, or like a hell yes, or that means yes. Please. But yeah, I think that there is so much misconception, and this goes into like like when we did our group supervision about like BDSM and non-monogamous or non-traditional relationships. There's so much misconception because nobody wants to talk about sex because penis and vagina are like, everybody is like, oh, she said penis, and it's like it's a body part. It's like a nose. It's fine. So yeah, I think that there's a lot of misconception about that, and there's a lot of misunderstanding that not all people who sexually assault other humans are doing it because they're attracted to them or that they are aroused by them. And people who have the mental health diagnosis of pedophilia are sexually attracted to prepubescent children. Sexual attraction to post-pubescent minors is normative. It is backed by science. Fucking at me if you want. And I'm not endorsing it, and I'm not saying that it's okay. Please make sure that they are of age to consent to sex. Please, thank you. And if you are not of age, don't say yes. But I think there's a huge misconception out there about that. So I am, you know me, I'm always down to talk about sex and sex offenders and sex offenses.
I think having a conversation and like spreading the education about stuff like that is important because people don't want to talk about that ever.
Yeah.
And there's not a lot of people out there doing that sort of thing, working with that population.
No.
They're few and far between. So putting it out there for people to really understand, because people fear what they don't understand, so they're just like,
yeah. Yeah, we had a mom call us when the practice like first opened, and her, like, he was like young. He was like under 10. I can't remember how old he was. He was like 10 or younger. And he had shown his penis to like a similar aged girl, like on the playground. And I was like, look, I have an outie and let me see your innie kind of a thing, right? And the mom was like, he's a pedophile. I'm like, that's literally not the definition. No, he's not a sex offender. He is curious. And she was like, he's a sex offender. He's molesting. I'm like, no, he's not. He's curious. It's fine. So, yeah. Yeah.
Parents freak out about a lot of stuff like that, but also I think that's normal too.
Yes.
because it's scary.
And that's a conversation for you two to have, because I'm part of the No Kids Club, and so I'm looking forward to that
Yes.
podcast.
I think at the end of all this, if you're a patient of a therapist and you are not understanding what we're telling you, then you should ask to clarify. Although I've always said I have a hard on for psychoeducation. So if I bring up a word, I'm like, do you know what that means?
Yeah.
Did you know? And I'm just going to like tell you what it
Yep.
means. Like, I'm not going to give you a chance to even ask.
No.
But I think when people misuse these words, it minimizes their experiences, and it's not okay.
Yes. I agree.
So make sure you don't know what it means. Don't use it.
It's one of these segments. The more you
close it.
know.
I will add that in
Can you-
to like right here.
Can
Yeah.
you do the SpongeBob?
I will.
The SpongeBob rainbow?
Let me write that down, because I think we all know I'm gonna fucking forget it. So stand by.
Yeah.
SpongeBob
like,
rainbow.
Like the more you know.
Okay. Hold
Yeah.
on.
I
What is
love
this?
that.
Oh, it's a piece of paper. Look at that. No paper. SpongeBob rainbow. Got it.
Do we have anything else to add, Peggy, other than our regular, like, you guys should totally like and share and follow. We're getting a lot more views now. I love that.
More subscribers too.
Whoa, why did my camera get all
Yeah, we need
weird?
more
Yeah, subscribe. And if you think we're hilarious, or you think these two guys are hilarious, I just show up from time to time. Fucking tell your friends and have them subscribe. We're not doing this for the money.
Yeah.
We don't make any money, but we're doing this for funsies.
Yeah. And our next episode is going to be on fire. I'm just saying. Like the one that comes, well, it's not our next episode. So you're going to see it before this one. So maybe I shouldn't say that.
No, the episode that you will have seen prior to this one was fucking
Before
awesome.
this one is going to be great. Yeah.
had
So maybe I should have said that
such
before.
a blast producing that one. I was like, this shit, I was dying. I was cracking up. And then my little graphics and my like info and shit. I had such a great time.
My favorite part was when he goes, I was misdiagnosed as ADHD. As he's like, I'm sorry if you're watching this now. I don't want to say the name, right? But if he's watching this one, probably not.
As he said,
Probably
there's
never watched one.
stimming.
my tears made me-
As he's like rocking back and
Right.
forth and then
Right.
like
And I
changing
was like,
subjects and
"You
like losing
think?"
his train of thought.
Yeah.
Misdiagnosed
I've never seen
my
someone
fucking ass.
stand during a podcast. Like he's just standing and like moving around the room, and I'm like, aren't you tired? Like, aren't you feared?
Yeah.
You don't say.
Yeah. Well, and then when we did the like initial phone call with him and he was like, I can only give you an hour and then I get hungry, so I'm just going to leave. I was like, that.
He's like, I might just dip out.
Yeah. I was like, that's ADHD to a T, sir.
I was so
Misdiagnosed my ass.
afraid when we were recording
I
that
know.
all of a sudden he was just going to be like, I'm out.
Well, and then he said, oh, I ate before I came. And I was like, oh, thank God.
Yeah. That was my first question when he came. I was like, did you eat? And he was like, yeah, I just ate. I was like, whew. Oh, man.
Fantastic.
So hopefully you watch that one before you watch this one. And
Yes.
if you didn't and you're listening to this now, you're going to be like, now I got to go back and watch that
Go
one.
back and watch it because it was awesome.
It was awesome.
I don't know
And
what you guys
hopefully
have
that-
planned
that
next
gets-
because I don't look at your schedule, but I'm sure it'll be awesome.
We kind of just wing it. We definitely don't go by the schedule. We just kind of look at the next topic, and Peggy and her type A-ness will create, she's like, we're doing this one next. And I'm like, okay. Whatever you say, wife.
So
let's
she
let's
is wearing
create
the
a
pants in
time.
this relationship then.
At least for functioning.
Right, like the podcast was my brainchild, and then like she definitely, except for like the one with Kendall, like behind the yellow line, like I did that outline just because that was
Yeah.
sort of my thing. But for the most part, she'll create it, and then she's like, "Go look at it," and then I'm like, "Looks good." And then I get in and change things and just wing it off of the topics that she made.
I need to start changing the ending to reflect that she's actually doing some writing because historically I've been like, I don't know, nobody's writing this shit down, but clearly Peggy is.
Yeah, she mostly does the writing. I get in and kind of like, I don't write anything, but I get in there and do kind of wing it a little bit. So
Fair.
yeah, she does a lot of the hard work. Yeah, she deserves a little bit more credit. It was my brainchild, but you know, there's that. We're coming up with some more ideas to do more things on a more frequent basis aside from these recordings. So
Yes.
we'll have to have a conversation about that later.
We're never at a shortage for
but-
ideas of things we want to talk and complain and bitch about.
More shorter videos in between what we're doing now, just to kind of boost some things up. So maybe be on the lookout for that. But having said that, this is a really long video. I'm so
mean
sorry, you guys.
when you
Hopefully,
talk about more short videos, are you talking about more tiny hands?
Yes, yes, plenty of
oh
those.
my gosh, I have more ideas. I'm gonna send them to you. Also, while
I
you
have
and I are
a fucking collection of them. Like I have like the thumbs up one, and then I have like this guy. I have a middle finger one. And then
you have
there's
the metal hands one we can take
the
next week and
metal.
be
I
like,
don't have a metal hands one.
oh, that's
I
sad.
wish. Yeah, because I would take that for next week. But there was, so Brittany was feeling sad. And so I sent her a little video where I had this hand and this hand. And I went like this.
She was like, does this make you feel
I was
better?
like, do
I
you
was
feel
like,
better now?
I hate you.
And I made like a weird face. I was like right up close to the camera and I was like,
And that is how we end.
and that is what we're going to
I
end
literally
with.
can't.
We want to thank you for tuning into this episode of Holding the Line with Got Your Six, where we are just a bunch of therapists who talk about the shit nobody wants to talk about. We hope you got something useful out of it. Stay tuned for more of our upcoming episodes every other week posted to our YouTube channel, Holding the Line GYS. If you want to help support our podcast, please like this video and subscribe to our channel and share this video with others you think may get something useful out of it. Make sure to follow us on Facebook and Instagram, where we will post useful information, dark humor, and more of the shit nobody wants to talk about. Go forth and do magical shit, everyone.
You know, she's really going to think I was talking shit about her, right? I'm going to have to tell her I wasn't.
Believe me, I
God
know I'll
bless.
hear it later. She's gonna be like, what was she saying?
What did she say about me?
Fucking nothing.
Good times.
I was like, we're all so tired. It's like shit.
So fucking tired. This is going to be super unhinged. I love it. There was a flood watch just issued. For where? For here? Probably for my fucking basement.
Mm.
Oh no, for Virginia. Oh, I'm not interested in that. I feel like Jeopardy music should play. Do 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 do. You know what I'm gonna do? I think I'm gonna cut this piece out and I'll stick it at the end.
You're like, this is the best part.
This is the best part. Stay to the end.
We lost her. It's okay.
You know she's like having an existential crisis right now, being like, "How do I get back in?" And then Christina's talking shit about me.
I know she's losing her shit.
She is. It's gonna be great. Oh, I'm too old to sit this long. Oh.
Did she lose power?
I know, right?
Well, I know
she
all
said
together.
I know she said it was storming really bad. I don't know. Let me see if I can. No, she didn't text, so.
You okay?
Yeah, I know, right? Are you well?
Yeah, my computer is being stupid. And no, she's melting down now.
She is absolutely melting down. She's gonna show up in a state. I hope she's got alcohol in that cup.
Oh, no.
Oh, ma'am.
It'll be a good transition to grounding.